Okay guys, I'm at the launch of the new CX-8 Turbo and the MX-30 here. I'm not gonna go there first because we're all pretty familiar with the CX-8, even though it's updated and this color is beautiful. Let me come to the MX-30 first. Okay, this car is the 1 ringgit per km car because you pay 100, oh no, it's 1000 ringgit per km. So right, so yeah, 1000 ringgit per km because the range is 199 and the price is 199,000. Okay, we all know this is an EV. It's very nice. In fact, first of all, the whole car is finished in recyclable material. Oh, I like this. You guys have to pay attention to what was being used to finish this car in. Alright, Bose sound system, very nice build, consistent with Mazda. This material, look at this, this is cork. You know, it looks like the ones that we have on our wine bottle. Extra information, Mazda begin life from making corks. Okay, that's how Mazda begin. So like all Mazdas, very good build quality, exceptional finishing for its segment. Okay, let's look at the seats. I love the leather that they use. This leather looks like what, you know? It looks like the kind of leather that Fossil used to make their bags. You know the brand Fossil? It looks like that and it feels really good. Combination with this high quality textile. Okay, let's come to the center console. Look at the unique design. Look at it. Very special design. It's a floating console. You have the screen over here, the gear lever, the controls for the Mazda infotainment system, and down here you have, wow, what is that? Is that that's a 3-pin plug. Okay, 150 watt, 220 volts. Can I? Yes, you can. You can plug your laptop here and do your work. I hope it's powerful enough for me to plug my toaster or my microwave. Alright, a 12 volt socket over here, USB ports over here. This is presumably oh, that's a big card slot, maybe for the GPS, I don't know. Anyway, the material down here, I love it. I love this material. I love the fact that Mazda is using what they started as a company, manufacturing corks, and then using it in their car interior to tell people where they were, where they're from. That is unnecessary but very pleasant. The cup holders are here and they made a hinge to cover the cup holders with this little cork lid thing, but then I'm not sure about the long-term durability of this part, but it's no doubt it's very elegant, very nice. Oh, I love this leather. I love this color for this leather. I mean, when you touch it, it feels like regular leather that we see, right? But it's making a sound telling me that the headlights are on, but people wants to shoot the headlight, never mind. So when you open it up, it's a compartment without an enclosure, which is very good because we just want a place to put our things, and sometimes it overflow, doesn't matter, right? Very nice. These are familiar with Mazda owners. We're familiar with all this, and this floating screen here is very nice. Okay, let's come inside. Oh, some short people has been sitting here just now. Okay, let me take off my bag, sorry. Okay, whoever that sat here just now is a dwarf. Okay, anyway, I'm seated here in the passenger seat. I got a 1 palm headroom. Okay, and let's look through this whole part. There is a sunglass holder, very nice carpeted Mazda, and then you have the interior lighting, very nice, and then we have a sunroof with a lid, that's very nice, frameless rear view mirror, and a very nice dashboard material. You know, it's not squidgy soft like the Mazda 3, which I think is a little bit too soft. This is nice. And the aircon vents, the little setting chrome line that runs across the center, push start button over here. All these are really, really nice. Okay, here's the glove box. Let's go to the rear. Oops. How do I do this? Ah, so nice. Look at that. And that's the rear door. That's the rear door mechanism. So you need to, as the front passenger, you need to first open your door in order for your rear passengers to step in to the rear seats. Look at the mechanism. And this whole opening here, look at that. What a sight, right? So it is the kind of car whereby the rear passenger doesn't need the front passenger to move their chair in order to go in and out. So that's a great improvement versus any two-door cars, right? Because of course they need to open the door, and you can open yours from the back here. Alright, and this is just nice. Look at my motion, my hand, push, and out it goes. And the ingress and egress, of course, is not as good as a normal four-door car, but it's much more stylish than even a two-door car. Okay, pockets are here. It's not a very big car, so it did not pretend to have a lot of room. But look at this. For this side, you can actually push this button and you can move the seats. Very nice. Again, I just want to say how good this leather looks. And they may be man-made leather because this car is all about sustainability, right? So my feet is size 11.5. It's tight here, no doubts about it, because that's what they want to do. They want to make a small car compact and user-friendly in a day-to-day manner for your short runs. It's not a car for you to travel to Penang or Ipoh or JB or whatnot, alright? But it's a daily car for you to send your kids to school, come home, go to the grocery, come home, or you go to work and come home. Okay, I'll go through the oops, is it very nice. It's an EV without a powered tailgate, so lightweight, easy. Now the boot again is not for you to do long distance travel, but it's very, very adequate. Alright, and simple, very stylish car. I'm gonna go through the exterior design now. Alright, so you'll be thinking, what is this car? If I want a small car, I can get a small EV, right? A small EV, like a Mini One, etc., right? But think about it. If you check out the Mini One, right, it is actually a very small car. The rear seats are, barely comfortable to go in and out from. The boot is very small. And then this one is not exactly tiny, right? But it's also not too big of a car. Why? Okay, I'll explain the reason later, but now let's look at the design. I think all of us are we've seen a lot of pictures of this car, very stylish. The indicators lights are down here, the rubber cladding, and then you have the headlamps that actually sits in. Look at that. Look at how the headlamp sits in there. Okay, these are shrouded in Bridgestones, gunmetal, setting chrome, and especially like this part. This part, of course, it's just color, but it was designed to be like that, right? You see the whole A pillar to C pillar in grey, a two-tone color, and this stylish setting chrome surface with the word Mazda emblazoned there. And then here you have the rear spoiler, a dark roof hiding the sunroof or panoramic, and MX-30 for some reason using the MX moniker, right? E-Sky Active because it's EV. Now, just now I was talking about the reasoning. Okay, what? 200 km? Why? And then you look inside. Let's take a peek. Pretty empty, right? Okay, and just the cooling hoses and all that. Small battery, single motor. So what Mazda is thinking is this: they try to go through the practical thoughts on everything. Now, if they make a firepower of an EV, let's say the Kia EV6, which was meant to be a full replacement for your single one and only car, right? That goes up to 550 km, 600 km, kind of, you know, giant battery inside a very big car. The EV6 is very big. It's almost one size or two sizes larger than this. All right, and then the price would inflate all the way to 300,000 because Malaysia is tax-free now. So our EV car prices reflect real-world value. This is a full 100,000 ringgit lesser. Okay, because Mazda, looking at the market that they are embarking into. If you think about it, right, in Malaysia, can your household survive with just one EV? It's impossible for Malaysia. First of all, we don't have the charging infrastructure. Secondly, even though it has 500 km, 600 km and all that, in our 99% of our usage will be home when we still have 420 km of charge, right, on daily use. So this is what they're targeting. They understand their target market is not going to be the market whereby they have just one car, but they know that the target segment for their cars, the owners would have probably a Velfire at home, probably would have a CX-8 at home, you know, or an MX-5 at home. But all these cars, even though they can do the daily work, but the daily work is best done by a car that is so comfortable, doesn't require a lot of money to buy, and also totally emission free, and then a car that you can go work and come home and charge, and then it doesn't cost you much to run because petrol has gone very expensive, right? So the MX-30 is about a balance of things, you know, small battery so that it's not expensive to buy, so that it's quick to recharge, and then just enough space because you don't want the car to be too big. You want it to be zippy, easy to drive, easy to park, but you don't want it to be too small that ferrying 4% becomes a hassle, and you want it to be pretty stylish. That's what the MX-30 is about. 199,000 and 199 km range, or close to 200 range. But of course, that's the on-paper range. Real world will be slightly lower. Alright, so now if you book the car now, regardless of delivery time, you're gonna enjoy the SSTs. Alright, so that's the MX-30, and there are two versions, but the price variation is so small, that's hardly a point to pick the lesser version. Alright, that's the MX-30.